Okay, this is going to be the lesson 3 video for variation. This sort of picks up where we left off, where it starts talking about is the following direct variation, inverse variation, okay, let me move this so you can see it, or neither, okay, or neither. So what you always want to try, remember inverse, we always want to try x times y, see if we get the same. Then we'll try direct variation, y divided by x, to see if we get the same. If neither of those work, then your answer is neither, okay? So let's try this real quick, all right? 3 times 12, 4 times 9, 6 times 6. This is all 36, so this would be inverse variation for this one. Okay, let's try this one, all right? This would be 2 times 10, no, 6 times 24. All right, so they're already different. So we're gonna go on to direct. So we know it's not inverse. That's out. Let's try direct variation. What do we do with direct variation? Divide y by x. All right, 10 divided by 2, I get 5. 24 divided by 6, I get 4. So that's out. So this one would be a neither. Okay? All right, so that's how you have to do those. Okay? Let's go to the third one. 4 times 40. All right, 5 times 50. Okay, it's not inverse variation. That's out. Okay? Let's try direct, which is y divided by x. 40 divided by 4, 10. 50 divided by 5, 10. 60 divided by 6, 10. So this would be direct variation. Okay? Let's go to this one. All right? All right, I would do negative 2 times 8. I get negative 16. 5 times negative 20. Okay? Clearly, that is not inverse variation. Inverse variation is out. Okay, let's try direct variation. Divide y by x. 8 divided by negative 2, negative 4. Great. Negative 20 divided by 5, negative 4. Fantastic. Negative 12 divided by 3, negative 4. So all of those are negative 4, so it's direct variation. Okay? Let's try this one. 3 times negative 15, negative 45. Negative 5 times 9, negative 45. 15 times negative 3, negative 45. So this one is just inverse variation. Okay? Let's try this last one, number 6. Negative 2 times 12. All right, negative 24. 4 times negative 40. Okay, that's not inverse. So let's try, so inverse is out. Let's try direct variation. All right, 12 divided by negative 2. Okay, it's negative 6. Negative 40 divided by 4, negative 10. So direct variation's out. This is neither. Okay, so that's how simple that is as far as figuring those out. All right, so here are 3 for you to do. Okay, go ahead and pause your video and go ahead and figure these out. Okay, all right, so for this first one, it'd be 48 divided by 8. I'm sorry, we can do 8 times 48, 384, 10 times 60. All right, so it's not inverse. Inverse variation is no good. Okay, let's try direct variation. All right, 48 divided by 8, 6. 60 divided by 10, 6. That's good. 6 divided by 1, 6. So this would be direct variation. Okay, let's try this one. 4 times 20, 80. 5 times 15, not 80. So inverse variation, out. Let's try direct variation. All right, 20 divided by 4, 5. 15 divided by 5, 3. So direct variation's out. This is neither. Okay, let's try this last one. 2 times 50, 100. 10 times 10, 100. 20 times 5, 100. So this is inverse variation. Okay, moving on. All right, now what we're going to get into is how do you tell the equations, direct variation, inverse variation, or neither. Okay, now you want to check inverse variation. Now here's a couple ways that you have inverse variation. You have xy equaling a number, okay? Now what you're allowed to do, okay, some other ways, all right, is that this, so this is one way, all right, the x, if you look at a fraction, okay, the concept is I can move terms, so y could be the number over x. The other way could be x equaling the number over y, okay? All right, so it's all about how the fraction manipulates, okay? Direct variation, very simply, all right? It's y equals some number with x. Another, for instance, is when the number is next to y and it equals x. That's okay. And the third example is when it's x plus or minus y equaling 0, okay? Any of those scenarios are good, okay? So this one, x times y, this would be inverse variation, okay? This is a number times x, this would be direct variation, okay? Now, I got x plus 8. Now, I need x plus or minus y. So this one is a neither, okay? All right, this one, I got x and y. All right, this is okay because I can move that up, and that'd be xy equals 40. So this is inverse variation, okay? This one would be direct variation. Why? Because if I subtract 10x, I would have y equals negative 10x, which is the same as direct variation. All right, this one would be neither, all right? Because I got x plus or minus a number, not y, all right? This one would be inverse variation because I could just move that x up like that as I cross multiply, okay? And this one is direct variation because I could just divide by 12, so y equals 1/12 x, okay? So those are different examples of how to identify direct and inverse, okay? And neither. So what I like you guys to do, all right, you'll have to check these off on which ones are which. These are multiple questions, okay? All right, let's label which one is direct, inverse, or neither, okay? This would be direct variation, okay? This would be inverse variation. This would be neither, okay? I would need that to be a y there, okay? This is direct variation because if I just move the 18 underneath by dividing, that's y equals 1/18 x, okay? This one would be direct variation because all I would have to do is subtract 2x, and that'd be y equals negative 2x, which is fine. This would be inverse variation, and the reason why is I can cross multiply that y up there, and would give me 60. This is also inverse variation, because if I cross multiply that up, that would also work. And this one would be neither, all right, because I can't have a number there other than 0, okay? I can't have a number there other than 0, okay? All right, now, that ties into the graph, okay, of direct variation, all right? Now, here's the key thing with direct variation. Direct variation, and the reason why we have stuff like this, y equaling a number in x, all right, the couple key things is our y-intercept is 0, okay? So I always have a second point here at 0, okay? It says find the constant of proportionality. This is how easy this is. This is finding slope. Okay? So from our 0, all right, do I go up or down to our point? Okay? All right? Do I go up or down? All right? And I can go ahead. Actually, I'll just do the slope formula instead of doing it that way. All right? All we got to do is find the slope. All right, so all right, this point right here would be 4 over, 4 up. This point is 0, 0. So as you remember, our slope formula, turn the wheel. Okay, 0 and 0, turn the wheel, 4 and 4. 0 minus 4 is negative 4. Divide by that would be 1. So the constant of proportionality here is just 1. What's the equation? Y1 equals 1x. Okay, so all you got to do to get the constant proportionality is to find slope. Then it says draw 2 points with the same direct relationship. Okay, now what is 1 as a fraction? That is 1 over 1. So I could go 1 up, 1 over, go 1 up, 1 over. I can also go this way, left, down, left, down. So all of these points would work, all right? Because a line goes through the center, okay? So all you got to do is use the slope, okay, to continue to draw, okay? All right, to plot a couple more points, all right? Let's do a couple more of these. Let's look at this one. Okay, I'm always going to have this as 0, 0. Okay, this is negative 2 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so let's use the slope formula. Move that down here. Okay, all right, easy, 0, 0. Turn this one, 8 and negative 2. Okay? All right, 0 minus 8 is negative 8. 0 minus negative 2 is 2. Divide those. I get negative 4. All right, so my constant proportionality is negative 4. My equation is y equals negative 4x. Okay, so what does negative 4 mean as a slope? Negative 4 over 1. So I can go down 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. There's a point. Down 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. Down 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. Down 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. All of these points would matter. Okay. Now it says only draw 2 more, so it's pretty easy to come up with the other 2. Okay. All right. All right. Let's look at this one. I got 0, 0. This is 2 over 1 up. All right, so from a slope formula standpoint, 0, 0, turn this 1, 2. Okay? 0 minus 1, okay, is negative 1. 0 minus 2 is negative 2. Divide negative 1 divided by negative 2 as a fraction would be a half. Okay, so that's my constant of proportionality. My equation would be y equals 1/2 x. Okay, so what does this mean? I just continue to go up 1, 1, 2, up 1, 1, 2, up 1, 1, 2. If you wanted to go the other way, it's down 1, left, down 1, left, down 1, left 2. All right, so that is the constant of proportionality. Okay, so what I would like you guys to do, I think, yep, I'd like you guys to do these 2 on your own. Okay, go ahead and pause your video. Okay, so this one, I automatically am going through 0, 0. This is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, so negative 3 over 2 up. Okay, turn the wheel to negative 3. Okay, all right, 0 minus 2 is negative 2. 0 minus negative 3 is 3. If I divide those, I got negative 2 divided by 3 is negative 2/3. Okay, so that's my constant of proportionality, and then that's my equation. Okay, so how can I get 2 more points? Just go, I go down 2, 1, 2, and 3, down 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3, down 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. If you ever want to go the other way, just 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, you should have a straight line. Okay, all right, goes through the center. All right, goes through the center. All right, let's look at this one. That's 0, 0. This is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 6. Okay, 0, 0, 6, and 2. All right, 0 minus 6. If you prefer, you could always use parentheses. This is going to be 3. Okay, so constant proportionality would be 3. Y equals 3x. So to graph that, that would be 3 over 1. So I can go 1, 2, 3 over 1. I can go the other way. 1, 2, 3 over 1. 1, 2, 3 over 1. 1, 2, 3 over 1. Bottom line, it will be a straight line. Okay? And I think that's it. Okay? That is the end of variation.